Let's talk about family. What is family to you? Does family mean anything to you? As the economy gets tougher, the world is filled with conflicts and news of wars around it. The family is the only comfort that we have. Make sure it is peaceful. It is better to have trouble outside than in the home, because the home is the first socialization agent that we have and is the first learning process in the world. A lot of us prefer to be happy with people outside than with the members of our family. We call people outside our family more than what we have inside our home. Wherever you base and go back after a stressful day, or a place outside your workplace where you spend your time, where you have people that you cannot hide anything from, they are your home, and a home is made of people who you call family. Everyone on this planet has a family. We are born from a male and a female figure. Those are our parents. So where the base is our family. If the family is faulty, the whole society, the community will be faulty. If the family is healthy, or shall I say without fault, it sure produces good fruit to the society. That is why in every child's behavior, it falls back to the family. If a child behaves good, definitely is from a family background. A family is our foundation, where we get our first learning and morals from. We all come from different families. There's nobody that will say he doesn't have a family. We all have family. I know there are circumstances that make you not to grow with your biological parents, but wheresoever you base, that is your family. The immoral attitude in the family, it is out of parents' negligence, or should I say the negligence of the family to raise godly children, children filled with morals. When a family raises godly seeds, it affects the family. The family will be filled with fruitful vines, fruitful trees, productive and well-grown seeds in the society. When parents play their roles in raising godly children, the society will have a godly environment for everyone to live in. It is an error for you to find peace outside your home. It is an error. When you neglect the peace of your family, of your home, and go outside to make yourself comfortable outside, it is a very big error. Let's take, for instance, the pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic. When the society, or shall I say our environment, is unhealthy, everyone is asked to stay back home, like the lockdown process. When outside of your home is not convenient, let your home be a convenient environment for you. The home is the safest place in this planet, except otherwise. When I mean otherwise, I mean maybe natural disaster also that affects us, but apart from any disaster that affects the environment and destroy our houses, the home is the safest place for everyone to be in. There is difference between a house and a home. A house is a building, but a home is us. It is our relationship with each other that makes the home. So when you have problem outside your home, you are expected to find peace in your home. That is why divorce have a negative influences on our children. Sometimes in marriage we tend to neglect the fact that it is not just about ourselves. When couples get married and decided to have children, you have to think past yourself. A lot of parents are so selfish that they have children, but then they are so selfish that they think about themselves and neglect the fact that they have children involved in this marriage that they need to think about, and then focus on their kids. So many disasters that is happening in our society and communities right now is because parents neglect their roles in their children's life and focus more on themselves. When they part their ways with their spouse, they leave their children wondering. All this negative effect affect our children. It is better if your children are grown up and you get divorced than when they are less than 18 and you are divorced. There's something about this love in the family. When children are being raised in love, it is something that they see and something they want to imitate. When you tell a child something, he might not do it, but when you do something, a child will likely imitate what you are doing. So when parents part their ways, and most of all, if the divorce is not peaceful, it's morally affect those children. It's either the children grow up and imitate how their father treats their mother, or the children grow up and see how their mother treats their father. That behavioral traits tend to stick to these children, and that is why it brings about so many immoral acts in the society today. Sometimes we might raise godly children, and then they go out and get the influences from their peer group. Where are those peer group learning their bad behavior from? Definitely it's from the home. As I said earlier, everyone have a home and a background that they are coming from. So if the background is faulty, definitely the environment and the society will be faulty. Parents should learn to look outside themselves. When children are involved in your relationship, you tend to make sacrifices that will favor your children, not sacrifices that will favor the two of you, because there are other parties involved in that relationship that it can mentally and psychologically affect them. When the children see the father treating their mother the right way, they grow up to respect their opposite gender. And when the mother treats the father the opposite way, they grow up also to not respect their opposite gender. When there is respect and love in the family, the society will be free from gender violence. Every negative influences in the society or our community as a whole, it is something that starts from the home. The family as a whole is the one that spread good behavior and character. So everything you see a child is going through, it is either he learned it from his peer group, and then their peer group learn it from the home. Everything starts from the home. So when we have godly home and we make our home peaceful, we also have a peaceful economy and society that everyone will live in. There's a saying that said charity begins at home, and I concur to that statement, because every seed is being nurtured from the home, and whenever it grows back reflecting how it has been grown. Let's make our family peaceful, because our family is the only place that we have outside of us. When we are out there, we are out there representing where we are coming from. That is our home. So thank you very much for listening. I hope what I have said will make us to concentrate more, focus more on the family, because the family is just everything in this world. Let's make the family a very beautiful background to be in. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you next time in my next video.